Welcome to an impromptu video. It's been a while since I did the ham video. It's been way too hot to run any kind of POTA. And when I did go run POTA the other day, the bands were so horrible, it wasn't even worth doing a video on. It was so hot, I didn't want to do any kind of video walking around setting stuff up. So that goes to show you I'm not that desperate to make videos. I got three other YouTube channels plus this one. But I was on my way to the hunting camp today. Today is Saturday, September 13th. It is 93 degrees outside at 10 a.m. And I was actually headed to the hunting camp today, and I was going to do a video on that. Freshening up food plots and putting some protein out and doing stuff like that, like I've been doing on my outdoors channel, if you have caught that. And then a buddy called me and said, "Hey man, you headed to Slidell, right?" I said, "What the hell are you talking about?" Today is Slidell Ham Fest, and if y'all have watched my video from last year, I don't miss the Slidell Ham Fest because I'm from Slidell. It gives me a chance to come here, catch up with friends and stuff like that, and see what they got. They've always have had a good ham fest. So I am now here in Slidell, and here we are pulling up Slidell Auditorium. If y'all caught my video last year, this is where I had prom at just a few years ago. So across the street, we got the barbecue farmers market. They had this last year, and last year they had all kinds of stuff set up on the streets and everything like that. But you gotta get a pretty good crowd that comes by here. But I bet that's hot underneath there with no wind and stuff like that. So yeah, you can see that it's a little crowded around here. How you doing?
Okay. Hey, how's it going, sir? $5. I think Napa has better quality stuff.
Where's Napa?
Thanks, sir.
So we got chat radio here again. These guys were here last year out of Chattanooga. Everybody's raving about their pricing and selection they got and everything else. I need a new radio, like another hole in my head. I want that new 7300, ICOM 7300, the new one that's going to have all the new ports on the back and stuff like that.
I'm gonna go stand outside for just a second. I'm gonna stand outside for just a second.
Every connector you need.
I'm just gonna go out there for just a second.
I need some string. My wife's gonna think I went to the hunting camp to work and I'm gonna come home after spending all kinds of money. So there's a pretty big turnout, a lot of tables, more tables than I remember last year, but they had some old stuff here. And you know, as they say, one man's junk is another man's junk. Because some of this looks like the wife made him take it out the garage and try to get it out of there, try to sell it. But a lot of it was way overpriced. These repeaters overpriced. Um, I don't get how great they were tuned. Some classics in there and stuff like that, but a lot of stuff was overpriced. But like you said, somebody's treasure, I guess.
It's gotta be a good time.
I just want to put something across these charcoals.
And somebody actually had a good selection of some of these hard to find connectors. Like you might have to go to Amazon. We use these repeaters for one of our UHF repeaters. Son guy is here. I've always said I think he needs some sportier hats, but I guess they are ham hats. But these ain't the most sportiest hats. I don't know if I'd even get my call sign on the hat, but I had him make me two of these about 3 or 4 years ago with my call sign and also my Gulf Coast Link call sign. And he actually does pretty good work. So I have to give it to him. It's not sticker. It's actually embedded or whatever you want to call the sign man of Baton Rouge. So I'll give him a free plug if anybody's even watching this video. But he does very good work. Good turnaround time. He'll even make them, like my buddy here, he's actually got a name tag being made. So, but you can get mouse pads, coffee cups, hats, signs, license plates and stuff, stamps.
Okay, send me that.
And they did have these seminars in there. One was about POTA and some couple of different ones, digital modes. ARRL did one also, which I'm not really a fan of, but they did one.
You can convert Yaesu to DMR to NXDN, because they all use the same ambi mode.
Yep.
But D-Star is different, so the only hotspot that does conversions to D-Star, I think, is the open spot.
So I started talking about convergence and why this is important, why I always love to give credit to the people in this club, and I stay here at this club too, is because just this part alone, when you're dealing with an RF site at 6 California, KM6LYW, Krager, I think with these hotspots, you can download an image that's pre-made, put it on these little guys, and you wind up with, instead of having...
I wanted to concentrate on the state parks if at all possible for this. So just, the information will be coming out pretty quick here. Secondly, with next year being the year of the club, I'm still wanting to have a Louisiana Club of the Year. I think that we can do this, but I need help. This is not a one-man gig. I need some criteria. I tried this, when I first became section manager, I said this. I asked some folks what it was, and to a person, whatever their club was doing was what should be the criteria. If their club was heavy into scouting and
So that wraps up that Ham Fest. Not the best, definitely not the worst. I like the Slidell group, good group of guys. The Hammond one's coming up in January, and we'll hit that one also. So hope y'all got some interest out of this, and see y'all in the next video. Hopefully it cools down soon.